Hello, dear students. Very good morning. We are with the chapter Life Processes. So, in that, today we are going to study about and very important life processes, and we are at the end of the chapter, that is excretion. What is meant by excretion? Excretion means it is the process of removal of waste materials from the body to maintain constant body temperature. That we call it as excretion. Excrete, nothing but removing something from our body. That too, waste materials we are removing from the body, we call it as excretion. Students, we have already discussed how organisms will get rid of gaseous waste generated during photosynthesis or during respiration, right? For example, if you take it in plants, so with the help of stomata, gaseous exchange will takes place. And in the respiration, in the human beings, in the alveoli, by using lungs and alveoli, gaseous exchange will takes place. And there are some other waste materials like metabolic activities. So metabolic activities means, so these are the waste produced during metabolic activities. For example, during metabolic activities, it will generate nitrogenous waste. What are the nitrogenous waste? So nitrogenous waste like urea, uric acid and ammonia. So these nitrogenous materials which need to be removed from the body. So the biological processes involved in the removal of these harmful metabolic waste from the body, we can call it as excretion. So removal of harmful metabolic waste from the body, we call it as excretion. You know that different organisms use different strategies to remove the waste from its body. For example, if you take a simple unicellular organisms, so they'll use simple diffusion process. It means from the higher concentration to the region of lower concentration, the waste will be removed. So they'll simply release the waste, they simply diffuse from the body surface into the surrounding water. So you know that as we have seen in other processes, we are multicellular organisms, right? All the human beings, all other animals are, there are so many complex organisms or multicellular organisms are there. So they do not perform excretion by simple diffusion. They'll have a separate organ system to perform this function. So to perform this function, these organisms are having special organ systems. So now let us study excretion in human beings. Excretion in human beings. The excretory system of human beings includes a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, and urinary bladder and an urethra. So these are the components, or these are the components of excretory system in human beings. So you know that kidneys. So this is the right kidney and this is the left kidney. So these kidneys are where are these located in the human body? These kidneys are located in the abdomen region. Okay, it is present in the abdomen region, one on the either side of the backbone. Okay, so it is present one on the either side of the backbone. So urine which is produced in these kidneys, it will be passes through the ureters. Okay, so here the blood comes from the different parts of the body. It will be purified in the kidneys, and whatever the blood that is produced, whatever the urine or waste produced, it will come through the ureters, and through the pair of ureters, and this ureters will be open into urinary bladder. Ureters will open it into urinary bladder. So where the urine will be stored here unless and until it is released through the urethra. So it will be stored in the urinary bladder. So unless and until it is released through the urethra. You'll get a doubt how urine is produced in the body. So the purpose of making urine is, so your excretory system is here to filter out the waste product from the blood. Okay, so here in the kidney we are filtering the blood. Okay, the function of kidneys are to filter the blood. So you know that just as carbon dioxide removed from the blood in the lungs, right? So how we have removed carbon dioxide with the help of alveoli, right? So in the same way, the whatever the nitrogenous waste such as urea, uric acid are removed from the blood, so in the kidneys, it is then no surprise that the basic filtration units, there must be something filtering units in these kidneys, right? The basic and functional unit of kidneys, we call it as nephron. The basic filtration unit in the kidneys is nephron. This is the structure of a nephron. So where it will present means it is present in the kidney. Students, this is excretory system in human beings and this is the structure of nephron. So I told kidney contains numerous number of filtering units that is called as nephron. Okay, so this contains millions of nephrons. These are the filtering units present inside this kidney. So here the purification of blood takes place. Students, the blood from different parts of the body, it will go to the kidney, right, with the help of a renal artery which sends the blood into renal artery. Now we'll see what happens. Once the blood has entered the kidney, the blood has to go to nephron. So nephron, it is a filtering unit that will filter the blood. Now we'll see how this nephron will filter the blood. Students, here you can see it is a branch of renal artery which is entered the kidney, and the kidney contains numerous number of nephrons. So once this renal artery enters the nephron, it has a one cup-shaped structure that is called as Bowman capsule. Okay, so here you can see it is a C-shape or a cup-shaped structure that is called as Bowman capsule. This Bowman capsule contains richly supplied with the blood capillaries, and this Bowman capsule contains a filtrate. Okay, so it will consist of a filtrate called as glomerulus. Okay, this glomerulus is the filtering unit here. So the blood, the carrying the waste materials, it will come to the glomerulus, and whatever the things that is there that will be filtered, the waste will be go to these things, this tube-like structure, and the remaining whatever the useful things are there, it will go through this veins, go through these capillaries. ಈ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. And whatever the things that is filtered, ಏನಾದರೂ waste materials filter ಏನಾಗಿದೆಯೋ, that will go along with this tube. And this tube, when it is going, and it will the reabsorption of amino acids, any reabsorption of glucose will be taken place here. You know that so blood also contains some of the amino acids, proteins, and some carbohydrates that will be reabsorbed in this tube itself. So this tube, and finally it is reabsorbed and given to the blood again, and whatever the waste collected, okay, whatever the waste that is produced, it will be collecting in the collecting duct. So here you can see some small openings. So the small openings are connected to different nephrons. Maybe this will be connected to another nephron, this will be connected to another nephron. So from all the different nephrons, so one collecting tube will be collecting all the waste materials. From this collecting duct, it will be given to, from the urine collector from this collecting duct will be joined to and it will send the waste to the ureters. Ureters ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. From the ureters, the waste will be go to the urinary bladder. From that, it will be go to urethra. It will be removed from the body. So the filtered blood from here, it will come in these arteries. So here exchange of materials will take place. For example, if there is any substances are there, it will be filtered out, and again this renal artery renal artery connect to the vena cava, and it will go to the heart once again. Each capillary cluster in the kidneys is associated with a cup-shaped structure. So cup-shaped structure, we call it as Bowman capsule. This will collect the filtrate. So each kidney has large number of these filtering units called as nephrons. They will pack it very close together. ಒಂದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. And whatever I told, the reabsorption of substances will takes place ಅಂತ. So some of the substances like glucose, amino acids, salts, and major amount of water are selectively reabsorbed as the urine flows along the tube. ಈ ಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ when the blood flow is flowing in this tube, the substances will be reabsorbed, and the amount of water reabsorbed depends on how much amount of dissolved waste there is to be excreted. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಯೂರಿನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the amount of water. Okay, if you drink lot of amount of water, the reabsorption will be more, and also the amount of water reabsorbed depends on how much of excess water there in the body. ಎಷ್ಟು water ಇದೆ and how much of excess salts, dissolved salts will be present in the blood. The urine forming in each kidney, the urine forming in the each kidney is with the urinary bladder, and it will be stored here, urinary bladder, and it leads to the urge to pass it out under a nervous control. Okay, it is under nervous control. So urinary bladder is under the nervous control. As we have discussed elsewhere, as a result, we can usually control the urge of urine. We can control it, right? So even there is a urge to excrete the urine, but we can control. It is an voluntary action. So students, this is about excretion in human beings. I hope you have understood this, and thank you. This ends the chapter Life Processes.